was good. So we finally have the package that I've been wanting for my Mustang, and let's get started. Alright, so we finally have our HP tuners, which means we're about to tune the Mustang at last. It's been so long. I've been wanting to tune it for so long, but because of some of the 10-speed transmission issues I've experienced, I've always been wanting to a little bit, be cautious about it, and I didn't want to have to deal with any warranty issues. If you guys have watched my videos, I've had 2 instances where I had to take it to the dealer for the 10-speed transmission. Even though it's stock, I've had issues with it. After the recent TSP performed, the transmission is performing the way it should be, and I actually spoke to the dealer too because I was there getting the oil change, and I spoke to them and they said, as long as you're not the build like supercharged or anything like that, it's a simple tune. Even with the E85, he said you'll be fine. There won't be any warranty issues. If I do come across any 10-speed transmission issues again, they will still be able to kind of do the software updates and everything that they have been doing for me for the 10-speed transmission. So yeah, we're going to be installing the tune. I have to upload the stock file on here first, upload it to Lund Racing. Yes, that's what I'm going with instead of PBD. I feel like so many tuners are really good tuners, and part of the reason I wanted to go with some of the other tuners because I already have an SCT device, the BDX, so I wanted to kind of stick with that. But I've heard the customer service and everything have been spotty, where with Lund Racing, people just recommend them throughout in terms of their customer service and how the tunes are, especially for daily drivability. If you're going to be obviously tracking the car on the drag strip, it may not matter as much, but I daily drive mine, so I want to make sure the car has some power but also is smoother to drive. Alright, so this should be plugging into the OBD right here at the bottom. Plug this in, then I gotta connect my phone. Obviously I can't record while I'm doing that because I record my phone. And once it's connected, I'm gonna be able to load the stock tune over, send the file to Lund Racing, and let them do their magic. Alright, it's all hooked up here, so I'm gonna go ahead and connect my phone, and we're gonna sync the stock file. Alright, so the initial setup of the RTD Plus to my car is done now, and everything is synced up in the app. Now I'm going to be going ahead and plugging it in and getting the stock file uploaded to the server so Lund Racing can take a look at it and give me the 93 octane tune. I'm going to start off with the 93 octane tune, but I do want to try E85 as well because with the Gen 3 Coyote motors, most people say that you get a substantial amount of increase in power, and I do have E85 available nearby, so I think it's gonna be nice to just try out the higher compression, and I don't need to get the injectors or anything for the Gen 3 Coyote motor. So I think it's gonna be really interesting. I will be taking it to the drag strip once the tune is loaded and once I've done the data logging and everything, so it's gonna be interesting to see. I ran 12.7 on a complete stock car on my first time ever at the drag strip, so with the tune, let's see how much that helps. This is not good. The car won't start. I think I left the lights on when I was loading the tune last night. I got jump started now. Alright, so the donor car has been running, and I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to jump start now. Hopefully it's gonna be pretty smooth. Alright, let's give it a shot. There we go. She started up. Very loud. Alright, so we just got the tune. I'm gonna go ahead and upload it on the car and work on a data log. It's kind of early in the morning, so I figured it might be a nice heavy data log when there's not too many cars on the road. Alright, so the tune is uploaded, and we're gonna go for the first start. Started up just fine. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get some gas and then start data logging it. Alright, so we are just filling it up with 93 octane now. It's gonna be full tank, so I can start data logging it. So we sent the data log and heard back from the Lund Racing, and they said everything looks good. The only thing they pointed out was the gas that I had in the tank at that point, which was 93 octane from a reputable gas station, was not the top tier gas station or top tier gas, I guess. So he recommended adding some butane or VP octanium if I wanted to maximize the power, which will result in like 8 to 10 horsepower extra. But we're out on the road for now, and we're gonna go ahead and give you my first impression. The mid-range is much stronger. I feel the car has like more low-end torque, which is something I've always thought our 5.0s lack. They really wake up after 4,000 RPM or so. I have to say the idle is a little bit higher, which allows me to hear the exhaust a lot more. 10-speed transmission seems to be a little bit smoother. It's still got its quirks, but not as bad as the stock OEM tune. So I'm liking all of that. And the power so far, I mean, the mid-range feels much stronger. I haven't done full wide open throttle pull just yet. I want to get the better 93 octane in the tank before I do that, because that's going to help with preventing some of the knock. But let's go ahead and have some more fun. That was good. The exhaust is definitely louder, even like outside of idle. I feel the exhaust has opened up a lot more, which I feel like the tune does it, because I had a 4.63 valve, and when I got it tuned, the exhaust just seemed more meatier and louder, and I think that is the case with this one. So I absolutely love it. This is just my first impression. I'm gonna go ahead and wait a couple days, get the 93 octane, like some from a good gas station, and then we're gonna be doing some wide open throttle pull. I really want to see the difference. I can already tell in the mid-range there is a difference. The car has nothing else besides the Corsa catback and a Canon oil and a Canon air filter, so it's pretty much bone stock, but tune has made so far pretty good difference. So we're gonna be going ahead and getting some nice 93 octane fuel in there and doing some wide open throttles and take it back to the drag strip, see what I run. If you guys recall, I did run a 12.7 when I was bone stock, so I think it would be really interesting to see what I'm going to be running with the 93 octane tune from Lund Racing. Because I want to do it in increments, so I want to run it with the 93 octane first, and the tune recommended the next best bang for your buck is going to be E85. So then I want to go back and run it with E85, and then see if there's anything else left to be doing it with NA. So maybe go long tube headers. I feel like the intake is a no-go on these Gen 3 Coyotes. There's just not going to be enough gain to justify the price. So we're going to do it back to back, the stock run, the 93 octane, and the E85. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to Red 50 for more videos.